Hello, this is Sean Wheeler. I want to thank you for joining me on this podcast. And today I'm going to be talking about what it's actually like to have a session of hypnosis or hypnotherapy with me. Now, the reason that I mention this is I think that some people may have a false expectation that as soon as you walk into my office, I'm going to immediately drop you into a trance, hypnotize you, tell you what to do, give you a bunch of suggestions, and then send you out of there having no memory of what happened in the first place. Now, while I wish in some respect it was that easy, that's really not what it's like at all. What you can expect when you first come into my office is to sit down and for us to talk in a normal conscious conversation for at least the first 50% or more of the time that you're there. So a typical session may last an hour to an hour and a half. Probably the first 30 to 45 minutes are going to be spent with me asking you questions and you talking to me about where it is that you're coming from, what your situation is, what your problem is, what you'd like to change, or what you'd like your future to be like. After I get a good understanding of what your goals are and what your past situation is, then I can help you in a more specific way, give you the suggestions that you need in order to get to where you want to go. Now, there's a very good reason for this approach, and that is that I don't read off of a script. I don't use suggestions that are given for everyone. Now, there's a certain bit of that when I'm working with issues such as quitting smoking, losing weight, some of the things where there are similarities from person to person in regard to what you need to be focusing on, what suggestions are going to be helpful to you. But for the most part, the suggestions that I'm going to be giving to you while you're hypnotized are going to come directly from the information that I gather about you during the session, what your personal characteristics are, what your motivations are. And so there are a lot of different factors, and I need to get as much specific information as possible before we do any work where I'm delivering suggestions to your subconscious. Now, because of this structure of the session and the way that it works, you're always going to have plenty of opportunities before we do any official hypnosis to ask me any questions that may come to mind, for us to discuss what the experience of being hypnotized will be like, what you need to be doing, and so on and so forth. And if you have more questions about that, by the way, I encourage you to check out another earlier podcast that I've done on this website entitled, What's It Like to Be Hypnotized? If you listen to that podcast, you're going to find out more in-depth information about what it actually feels like once the process of being hypnotized begins. Now, the reason that I'm including all this information is that even to this day, there still is a lot of mystery surrounding hypnosis and hypnotherapy. And I'm here to say to you that, hypnosis is not something to be feared. Hypnosis is not something scary. And it's certainly not something where the hypnotist has control or power over the person who's being hypnotized. The most important thing that I want any of my current or prospective clients to understand is that I can't make you do anything against your will. And really, that's not my goal. That's not my purpose. My purpose is to help you get whatever it is that you're looking for, to reach your goals, to quit smoking, to lose weight, to get rid of your fear or phobia, to quit the job and, take on a career that's more fulfilling for you. Whatever it is that you want to do, that's what I want for you. So the suggestions that I'm going to be giving you while you're hypnotized are only going to be effective if I have a firm understanding of where it is that you're coming from and where it is that you want to go. And because of that, it's very important that you and I get to know each other and trust each other. When those criteria are met, the therapy can be very successful, and fortunately, it can be very successful very quickly. So thanks again for joining me here on this podcast. Be sure to check back often for updates on this website and also on purehypnosis.com. And you can also check around this website for some other podcasts on topics which may be of interest to you as well. And if you'd like to try hypnosis in the comfort of your own home, my hypnosis CDs are available for purchase at an excellent price. On this website, if you look at the top page, you'll see a link for products. You click on that, and you'll be able to purchase those CDs right there. They're also available right on over at my main website at purehypnosis.com. Thanks again for stopping by. Have a great day.